Bittersweet day today on the farm. It is our last harvest of 2019. Woo! Happy times, and also a little sad times too. You tend to get a little nostalgic on days like this, and you think back on how things went, how things can get better, how things can improve, how things could have gone a lot worse. 2019 was a really good year for us. It was only our second year. I'm happy to say that we, for the first time out of 2 years, are in the black in terms of profits for our business, which is incredible. I'm really thankful. I'm really grateful for all of our support, for all of our customers, the people that keep coming back and buying more at the farmers markets. Our harvest season duration was 50% longer this year than it was last year in 2018. Our total yields were higher, our revenues were higher, our costs were lower, and a lot of great stuff. Of course, there were bad things though too. We left, and this actually gives me hope for the future, we left a lot of fruit on the table. And as you can see, there's still a lot of red here on the plants, outside and in the net too. But essentially all of it is just unusable. And that has to do with environmental pressures, mostly the rain. It's been so wet here in 2019. Every farmer's had to deal with it. I'll probably talk about it more in another video, but 2019, actually this water year, so from September 30th to October 1st, or the other way around, 2019 was the wettest year in Minnesota since they started recording in 1871. And the second wettest year was 2 years ago. So things have been rough, especially for high-value perishable fruits like strawberries, what I'm growing here. So let's take a closer look at this fruit. You could think to yourself, Andy, there's still so much red on these plants. You can harvest well into October if you wanted to. And while that's true, I know what I've got here. I know what my product is, and my product is incredibly high value, high quality fruit. And if I start selling people just lower quality, a little bit of infected fruit, even though that may be up to standards of other growers, it's not up to mine. I want to give the absolute best because honestly, that's what I charge for. That's what my market is. That's what my niche is. So if I try and sell a strawberry like this at the market that's got brown, it's got anthracnose on it, I may be able to sell a couple pints like that now. I may be able to make a little bit more money. Let's look at a better example. Something like this guy. This guy kind of looks okay, right? You might want to eat a strawberry like that. But when you look at it right there, so that's a disease pressure called anthracnose. It really hits hard on organic fields when there's been a lot of water pressure, when there's been a lot of rain, which is what we've got. It's what we're going to keep having, which is why I want to go indoors. But if I try to sell a strawberry like this, I may be able to do it for a week or 2 weeks or maybe even 3 weeks before people start catching on and realizing this is not worth the money that I'm paying. I want to make a premium product. I want to make something that people want to keep coming back and buying. So all of this is a worthy sacrifice in order to maintain the association of quality with my brand. So the fact that I was able to still do pretty well in the midst of all of that pressure is really good. But it also really clarified something for me. The idea that something like this, even though it's a little bit higher tech than the way people normally grow strawberries here in the Midwest, it's not nearly enough. If I want to be here in 10 years, if I want to be here in 5 years, if I want to be a part of the future for fruit production in Minnesota and the Midwest in general, we're going to have to do more protection of the fruit. We're going to have to go more indoors. We're going to have to protect this fruit from fungal pressure, from disease pressure. from pest pressure, stuff that keeps mounting year after year after year. And if I just sit around and hope that things are just going to get drier because they've been wet, and it's sort of like an oscillating effect. It's like a pendulum. We had a couple wet years, we're going to have a couple dry years. That may be how it worked before, but I really don't think that's how it works now. There's a good chance that in 10 years, I'll think back at 2019 as one of the drier years we've ever had. So with that being said, in addition to the net, which I'm going to expand, that net's going to double in size next year. Right here in that spot is going to be the future location of our first high tunnel. We're going to be putting something really cool in there. It's not going to be strawberries. We'll make an announcement about it soon. But really, I just wanted to make this video super quick and say thank you to the dozens of people that have started following this YouTube channel. Thank you for buying the fruit. If you've done that, thank you for supporting us in any way, just by liking, just by commenting, just by following us, by talking about us, just giving us any sort of positive vibes. So thank you so much. We've got a lot left in plan. I've got a lot of winter plans. I'm going to document our last farmer's market. I'm going to document our process of building our high tunnel. I think that's going to be really cool. And I've got a couple ideas for videos in the winter time as well. But take one good last look, because this is the last time you'll see it. Not really, you're gonna see it a lot more. But yeah, thanks so much, and stay tuned for more awesome content from the young berry farmer.